Hello everybody, I'm MrinalM and I'm making this video as part of the course requirement of Indian Economy and Policy taught in the term 3 of the postgraduate program at Indian Institute of Management, Tiruchirappalli. Today I'm going to talk about the 1991 balance of payment crisis and some of the factors that led to it. The 1991 balance of payment crisis has been described as a policy crisis par excellence. What is balance of payment? A balance of payment is a record of transactions between the residents and the non-residents of a country. The accounts of balance of payment can be categorized into two, the current accounts and the capital accounts. The current accounts traces the flow of cash into and out of a country, while the capital accounts trace the flow of investments into and out of a country. The balance of payment is the sum of these two accounts and it should be zero for a good economy. What happened in 1991? At the beginning of 1991, India had almost 1.2 billion of foreign reserves. But by the June, it had come down to almost half, that is $600 million, which could only support India's imports for the next 2 weeks. There are various reasons this crisis came about. Some are external factors and some due to legislations passed in the previous years. Some of the external factors are the Gulf War. The war between Kuwait and Iraq hit India's oil supplies hard. This led to a disruption of some long-term contracts and India had to purchase oil from the spot market at a very high price. The breakup of the USSR. USSR had been India's one of big export markets. When the USSR broke up, India's export came down and also India had to rely on other countries for imports. The fall in remittances. Due to the Gulf War between Kuwait and Iraq, the remittances that used to come from NRIs in the Persian Gulf came down. This also led to balance of payment crisis. Now, some other factors are India's legislations that were passed in the previous years. The first one is the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. This Industrial Disputes Act made it difficult for companies to retrench employees and fire them in case of fall in productivity. This gave rise to powerful unions which could dictate terms to the management of companies and sometimes made it unprofitable for them to operate. The second one is the Industries Development and Regulation Act. This act put caps in the investment and production of some industries. Some areas of production were reserved exclusively for small-scale industries. This led to a fall in economies of scale and efficient methods of production. This also led to disinterest of foreign investors to invest in India. The third one is Foreign Investment Board. The Foreign Investment Board had the authority to make decisions on foreign investments in India. If the foreign investment was less than 40%, the investment board decided whether it could operate or not. If it was greater than 40%, it needed cabinet approval. MRTP, the Monopolistic and Restrictive Trade Practices Act. This act was envisioned to restrict monopolistic trade behavior, but it had the side effect of lessening the competition in production, leading to high prices and inefficient production methods. According to this act, mergers, expansions of companies, etc. needed government approval, and it was a long process which dissuaded many companies from getting into mergers or expanding their production capacities. The Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. If a company had more than 40% foreign equity, it had two options, either to close down or to cut back on foreign equity. This made foreign investment very unattractive in India. Due to this, the foreign investment as a percentage of GDP was almost 0% till 1991. The Urban Land Ceiling Regulations Act. This act was introduced as a method to control the accumulation of land in the properties of few individuals. This led to high prices in the land market and led to a land bubble. It also had the side effect of making it hard for companies to exit an unprofitable business because they could not dispose of their waste land easily. Some of the public finance policies also led to the balance of payment crisis. At the end of 1980s, the agricultural spending as a percentage of GDP has risen to almost 6.5%. This was coupled with high interest payments and slow growth rate. This combined with the oil price shock and the droughts of 1979 led to huge crisis in India. Worsening terms of borrowing, triple debt servicing cost. By the end of 1980, India's debt servicing cost was greater than its defense and subsidy spending. All these factors came together in creating the 1991 balance of payment crisis. But due to this crisis, the Indian government swung into action, and now we have a huge foreign reserve thanks to this crisis.